We are standing here again because, well, there's another episode of Symphogear. One where more relics of dangerous power have made themselves known with actually being used. I wonder if Hibiki will be able to contain ourselves in the future episodes, considering the love for battle that she has seemingly gained every time. But of course, there's also the usual, trying to keep up friendships, schoolwork, not be found out by the wider media. And I think let's not forget the peculiar taste of the one that we saw at the beginning of the last episode. One that was with... I can't remember her name. Oh, I can say one thing for sure. With the assassination attempts that we've seen in the past, I don't think anyone of any kind of stature is safe. But what exactly is going on? What's the plot behind the scenes? Is there some political intrigue? But I think the question we really need answered is Hibiki actually going to be able to get some proper sleep? That is some kind of peer, but when you've got a mansion like that bearing on a cliff, why? It's not fair. Being able to... being able to wield the sword and the relics immediately and destroy a vast swathe of the environment around you. Is she just, special? The idea of combining with relics to fight a stronger foe, etc. Fine. Mixing it with the idols and singing, and you got specific symphonic vibrations and frequencies that affect it all. Still struggling to figure that one out. And also now that Tsubasa has come out of a hospital, or at least woken up, how's she going to fare going forward? Still going to be that mindless sword for justice? And yet she's sending her alone, obviously with the noise as well, but... Excuse me. I mean, quick glance at the outside world, seeing what's going on, see people being eliminated and sold into slavery and the likes, it looked like. Wearing clothes this time. No, got a inferiority complex, got to try and do better. She didn't even say anything. Went into this tirade about being better, being able to take her down herself. How long was she out for? Does she need like physiotherapy and the like? Is there an end to it all? while there's still the relics and whatnot out there. Don't think it's just going to be so simple. And who does she spy out of the window? If it was anyone else. Is that it was too easy to handle. And yet once she gets a taste of it, she can go all out. She's scared of what her own destruction can lead to. Either she's, trying to push forward, or she forgot exactly how far they're meant to be running. But metaphorically and symbolically, leaving her friend behind as well. One word for it. I think actually trying to have a normal life like all this while it's still, well, we've seen what can happen, and a glimpse of the life that the other one had with destroyed city, families, sold away. Quite a disparity. I like the guitar. It's all that training she went through. Gotta get a thorough inspection. And this time, don't actually skimp out. Actually be able to get down to the place where they make the pancakes. Does she have the funds to go buying pancakes? I mean, if anyone starts getting assassinated and like out there, showing a bit of support as well, don't get brought into the questioning if they had anything to do with it, might be good. That's good. You don't want anyone with any nefarious plans getting through the midst. So they have to get planning permission as well. And now that he's out of the way, who stands to gain? Person I'd probably stand with him in a normal world, one that has noise and whatnot, slightly more vague. How fortuitous. Not so isolationist. Trying to get greater ties with America. Means they might need to start sharing some stuff. Something wrong already? They failed just in installation. Might need to get some new workmen. A bit tied up, is he? I see there's some, internal resistance, whatnot. She would like to go. She would really like to go. However, if she's able to, is another one. Yeah, the timing could be better. She's so understanding as well, with so little being given to her from the other side. She was looking forward to the shopping. How long is it going to be, though, before we get an episode where she is brought into the midst of it all? Because she's been trying to keep herself safe and out of it for so long. Just get straight into the... I mean, she's up and walking at least. Understandable. I mean, it's a war zone in there. I mean, she's injured. She can't be expected to properly look after the place. Yes. I'm going to avoid looking around my this room right now. Then don't want any similarities. I mean, I don't think you can exactly turn down free like room service, getting it all tidied up. I mean, even if she does only know how to fight, picking up a t-shirt and putting it in a drawer isn't too complicated. I mean, he's probably used to it by now. What exactly he's been forced to clean. She is definitely mellowed out a little compared to how she was talking to her before. Now, why is the library windows facing straight out into the hospital rooms? Now, no book for her now. Be honest with herself. She's going to go confront her a little. She wants to fight for a world where no one has to go through those troubles. She doesn't know it herself. She's just trying to be helpful. There's not a ranked leaderboard of being helpful. Maybe if there was, more people would do it. The inspiration that she gave to her there. Use what a little extra life was given to her to the fullest, even if it does mean not being able to go for pancakes every now and again. Hmm. I mean, throwing herself headlong into danger. She might just be very good at hiding her emotions. The thing is, even if she does have some introspection and think about it properly, is there anyone that she can properly talk to? Is there a way to back out of certain missions and the like? Is she a warrior, though? She knows all about that at the minute. That's... Hopefully by the end of it, she can go back to try to have a bit more of a regular life. We've seen bits and pieces, though. Doesn't think much further than that. Just... Any needing for the black screens as it was zooming there. The sheer want to not bring anyone else into the pain or issues, especially like what you suffered back at the concert, wanting to help everyone out. They're not together today. You won't be making quite as much. Still trying to upsell, I see. She's been going through a lot. Actually? Possibly, yes. Don't you think that she's trying to, what, avoid her, or... anything too deeply? No, just trying to keep her safe and, as was told, not to divulge information with anyone. How is she at teaching? Can she just... give her a proper rundown? What's the feeling of what it's like to pull out... Oh, God. Did you forget that you were meant to have a prior engagement there? There's no stopping her now. There's okonomiyaki on the way. Oh. No time for sweet treats or savoury items. Nope. There's a battle afoot. It's just... yeah, you don't quite expect that in an evening stroll. Huh? Actually... showing a bit of concern. Civilian. Quick transformation there. No time to spare with fancy visuals. There's a lot going on, so much that she can't really explain, although this might go a little away for assuaging some of the worries that she had. creating a shit ton more, though. What the hell is going on? I think fighting in that particular area would have been dangerous. I mean, she didn't really ask. I mean, there's... at least she's filling out the data sheet of what Hibiki's like, but... is it going to be more difficult to battle with her now? Determination, bit of training. You can tell that her upbringing was really affected her. Well, why don't you sit down and make her understand rather than just lash out and get civilians involved? I don't think that would go down well with her master. Yeah, trying to take that head on, even if she can block it. She's powering up! Oh, she actually is. Is that her trying to bring out an armed gear there and it actually rebounding back on her? They just use the energy. Oh god. What exactly is that weapon? Is it just like an iron whip but pink? And it's going into the coordinates like from Fallout and whatnot. And how is the armor going to be affecting her now? We saw before when she was hit, it kind of sunk itself into her slightly. Might be difficult to get on talking terms with her. I'm not sure we'll get the birth date and favourite types of food all too soon of her enemy, but do you think that the little confrontation now and having the dangers exposed to us, having a car almost land on top of her, it's going to give the girl a little peace of mind? Cool, she wasn't doing it for any military, someone going around just wanting to avoid me for other friends and whatnot. No, she's involved in a dangerous battle for humanity, her own life on the line. Nothing wrong with that. I do wonder though, with like this one who has had a troubled upbringing and then probably manipulated slightly. But with the advent of all these Symphogear armors and the armed gears, organization here beefing up their security as well, you'd think that this place might be doing a little better, but no, because they've only got really a fighting force of 2. There's only so much you can do. They're pitting all of their hopes and dreams on a very untested little duo. And with as many episodes and fights that there are still to go, and probably still to come, how many more trips to the hospital are there going to be? Is Hibiki going to suffer some setbacks of her own? And when you do have friends and whatnot who seem to be avoiding you, they've got another life out there that you're not part of course it's going to affect you slightly. Especially if they're roommates with you and your way of life has been changed dramatically. So we used to go down shopping and eating okonomiyaki and whatnot all the time. Now, barely ever. Always finding some way to slip out. I don't know if the answer to that would be seeing them in battle against a very dangerous opponent who just tried to murder you as well, but might help. At least you think better of your friend then. It's like, this probably was a secret that you were right to try and keep secret. Also, whoever owned that car, how the fuck do you claim insurance on that? Act of God? If there aren't any CCTV in the area, it's like, a very rogue hurricane just swept through to a very specific area. Then again, it's the same as the woman and the child, probably paid off by the organisation. Wonder what their funding is for the, keep quiet bank account. Probably larger than their actual defence spending. I do like that Hibiki and Tsubasa are getting along oh so slightly better. It just took the near death of one of them to have a little bit more perspective and actually talk things out. The fact that she's not just trying to overwrite Kanade and take her place. And the big argument of, you know nothing. How can someone go on blabbering about her? How they want to sit down and make things amicable between everyone. Talk about your height, your 3 sizes, probably. Favourite foods, what you did last evening, what you watched on TV in the evening. Maybe not go into too much details, it does seem a lot to take in right away. If she had a different tact, I wonder if Hibiki will actually get through to her at some point. Can they calm down on the altercations? Is someone going to become a somewhat steady member of the cast that will slowly grow to understand them and their plight a bit more, rather than just lashing out about things that have been taken away from her and things that seem unfair? Does seem a little, well, not that odd actually, you can easily be persuaded to do random shit when you get your back to the wall and there's not much else going for you, but knowing that what the noise do and going after civilians and turning them to dust, is there a way back from that? Even if you have got a tragic backstory, you're still complicit. Well, we'll see what they do for future on. It might just be, enemy all the way, even if we do feel a little tinge of regret for what they've been through. But if you've enjoyed Symphogear, let me know. leave a like and a comment down below, consider subscribing. But for now, grab a bit of rest. Maybe a pancake or two. I'll see you in the next one. My patrons never seem to mind about my constant need for pancakes, and thankfully, each and every one of them can fund that habit. So, I really do need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Cardboard, Shiwan, Matt, Acne, Guado, Danny Sui, Light Wizard 91, Kite, Diego Zenhausen, Tori Jane, SZ9870, Croyville, Maxwell, Mega 42, The Hazel 01, and everyone else. Because without you, I would be a very hungry boy. Oh, and I think the channel would suffer as well.